Friends, Assalamu alaikum. I'm Dr. Shaif Shahid communicating to you as usual, sharing with you some thoughts about human being and the things we are confronting in our day-to-day life. I was supposed to present my Urdu program today, but one of my friends from Pakistan, they pushed me that I should have some English program because they want to know about bipolar disorder. Because when I have no case history, but they just told me that one a very scholar person, his son has killed himself under this state, and it is diagnosed that he has a bipolar. Well, if I would have given case history, I would have given more clinical data, more specific, some sound kind. But I will try here to present what is this, disorder and how it is important to know about it. First of all, if you go back to my program, in which I told you that man is by nature kabada. Kabada means restless. And I give the example of the sperm that he is restless and remain restless, turn into, I may say, a child. The child remain restless and he remain restless till death. Death means now he is stopped and he is at peace. What it means? This is a restlessness, kavada is energy. If that energy is in that person's hand, then he is a confident, he can do whatever he may like. But if that energy goes beyond his hand and he is at the mercy of the circumstances, then the same energy due to which he is known as a scholar, he may be in trouble, he may have various kind of mental diseases. Because in psychology and even in Quran it says extremity is abnormality. So we are talking here what happened with this kabada. Now you see when this other base of this is this: if a person is intelligent and very sharp, and he has a genes from a very genius kind of parents, then naturally he will have those kabada very genius, mean very first kind of that simmer when this person come into this world. Now his IQ is more than a normal person. Now the question is this: how we are going to use that I may say intelligence geniusness of that person for productivity? Then it depends upon the training, it depends upon the circumstances, it depends upon the social system, what kind of belief system he has, what kind of parent they have expectation from him, and what he think about himself. So what happened, this thing, if it is not organized, they will develop in one or another part of it. If you see in ADHD, a student of, I may say, boys, they have also covered this problem. So it has been also diagnosed sometime when these are not resolved, and it keep on going on from age 18 to 25 is the very crucial time when, if it is not that energy is organized, not systematized, it remains restless and it has a various kind of diseases. So this is the second step. It means it is the above average intelligent who has this problem. Now come to the next point, that if that person, I have just noted certain, I may say, symptom which we see in DSM. DSM in Diagnostic Statistical Manual, in which what we say about this, I may say, such kind of disorder. And it says that when this disorder comes, the person mental illness based on that he has a moods, very swift kind of moods, and he cannot have a control on it, and he put his extra energy in it. When it goes to extreme, then he has a fall, mean it is up and follow. Mean when it goes to the extreme, then it will go come back to the down. When it comes down, then it has a depression. So it is a manic depression kind of state. It has four kinds, but the one we are talking about today is particularly this one, I may say, this bipolar disorder. So if you go further, in the person who has this kind of problem, they cannot stick to a person, a place, and they have incredible high kind of expectation from the parent or people, and he want to prove that he is something extraordinary. But When he goes with this kind of situation, he superpasses that limit, and then he has a fall, then he has a pain, suffering, and then he has a negative self-concept, then he has a mood change, then he says that people are after me, and then he wished to get out of it, from that process, but mind is not stopping, because it is just like you take a car, you overrun it, now after it, it is not coming controlling you, and it is all out of control. The mind get out of control. So as a result of it, his creativity time is when he put his energy too much in his activities, but he is too much involved. This he has a less sleep. So he has less sleep, less rest, and the mind is not ever at peace. So he's preoccupied with this system. Sometimes what happens, the parent says that I'm this and this, I want to prove that my son, you should be able, you should prove, and you say number one. In order to prove oneself, number one kill oneself, because excess of everything is bad. So when he has gone to this and to become perfect, so then there he has a fall. Nobody is perfect, only God is perfect. But mankind in this system is, I may say, we may say, Jahula. He's a Zaluma. He's a illiterate. He want to say whatever I do, it is wrong. Then he have a zulum. He put extra pain and suffering to his own self. So basically, these diseases are self-created, because it is a condition in this way. The society want it like this way, and the parent want to see him like this way, and he is killing himself to prove like this way. Now come the next step. As he goes to the teenage, his impulses come strong. He want to have outlet of his feeling emotion. And if he is not married and he is over controlled, disciplined himself, then what happens? That impulses energy is also now attacking with that system, because he's restless, anxiety, and he cannot sleep, and he's always restless. No, what happened? He loses appetite, he wait, and he's um, thinking, sometimes very slow, silent, sometimes too much talking, arguing for nothing. And in this process, he has impatience, and he's very aggravated and under high stress. He talk a lot, and he excessively uses energy. But after that, he is a fall. That is a depression, or you say manic depressive state. This impulsive behavior, this is impulsive behavior. What is impulsivity? Impulsivity is when the mind is overcharged, you could not control yourself, then your impulsive goes with that one, and you have a problem in that respect. I will let you know that even one may have these kind of situation. Before we may go deep into these things, I would like to say, if the parents have such kind of child, they should have less expectation. They may put them in the yoga, meditation. They sit down, talk to them, and say, son, we don't need it. You calm down, you enjoy the life. They used to change their pattern of thinking. But if they think, well, there is a challenge, there are my other brother, and I have to prove I'm better than them. And moreover, my father is this and this status. I have to show that I'm the son of that guy, and I'm extraordinary, such kind of thing. So when these things come, and things become very terrible for those kind of people. So I was just sharing some of the research in that respect, that they come to this stage, they withdraw, and they have no control on themselves, no interest, and they have a cycle, means sometimes up, sometimes down, and if there's nobody to discuss with them, nobody to share with them, and rather other may say, no, you did this mistake, you this one. Then he become more irritated, agitated. He either want to kill himself or kill some person. This is the strange mental state. So please keep in mind, if this incident has happened, according to my ABC, what I know, it is a unconscious death, because one has no control. When one has no control, even you go to the court of justice, they say he has killed this guy, but his mind was not in control. He was never hanged. So God will bless him. Peace. We should pray for him. I am very much concerned about the father. Just imagine, and the father knows what is the worth of a child, and such a age and such a smart and such kind of, he was genius, but due to certain reason he could not do it. So Allah Ta'ala may help him, and he should have a patience. And I hope I will try. I'm not a big scholar, but I'm saying I'm going to give you at the end a surah which may help us to console and go and hug that person and say, calm down. Tawakkal to Allah, kafa billah. Allah has made it. I can't do it. So if we do it that, but blood is a blood. Oh, it has a deep effect in that respect. So I was sharing you, when you deal with these people, you deal, ask him calm down, you change the environment, you took them somewhere else, give them some good kind of I may say cold kind of drinks or other kinds of, have a sleep, have a bath, and calm down, so that nobody should talk him too much, because then he's irritated. When the people will give him a kind of a response, he's further irritated, and he is unable to control himself. So what I am going to say, that these kind of things is happening. It has been done research that there are, most of the cases are from age 20 to 40. This is a very peak time. So they have done research on that one. And what I wish to share in this respect with you is that their cognitive functioning system calm down. Their knowledge is not in control, and various kind of thoughts come to their mind. When they are in this uncontrolled condition, then they have a hallucination, delusion. They're thinking, seeing something, and getting upset. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? And this is a very terrible kind of mental state. God give peace to every person if someone is suffering. So, what I wish to say is that when they are involved in this way, and then their feelings are withdrawn, and they feel helpless, and then there come thoughts, and that is the reason, that was the time when he has a suicidal ideation. In the beginning, it is suicidal ideation, but if it is prolonged, and one is feeling guilty, then, and there's something else has happened, because he may have a loss in his job, he has lost in his education, he has lost in beloved, or he has lost, his dream has been shattered, or somebody, his dearest one, has just criticized him, then he goes to peak. So when then they have this thing, then he is unable, and he has suicided. Suicide has been done unconscious, where mind was not working. The unconscious prevailed on him, and he was unable to control this thing. So it is a state of helplessness, hopelessness. There is nothing, I can't do it. I'm at the mercy of these people. My parents are not understanding me. They are scholar, no doubt. I want to prove, but I have not capacity. My mind is not in my control. People do not understand these psychological conditions, and they just keep on telling various kind of things, and they think they are role playing and this and that. So when they are treated like this way, then they come to this situation. Moreover, it has been seen, these kind of diseases are mostly very active in what, in summer and springtime, but in the cold weather, it is more reactive, because it is related to the environmental also. Because number one is the human environment, number two is the condition, hot weather, this thing, and number three is the flow of ideation. It's flow of ideation, negative ideation, non-stop ideation, and one is looking where I should go, what should I do, and they just go and uh, think there's nothing like this way. Before I may just share something else, I may just share the symptom which I'm expressing to you. They originated right after the birth of the child. So it keep on increasing. Now it is the right time to change that pattern of ADHD style of thinking, and make him like cool and organized and writing and giving some kind of assignment, and asking them, you should encourage it. I mean, have a self appreciation. Oh, I have done it. I've done, and the parent should say, that's okay, that's okay. But if you say no, you should be number one. Most of parents ask, what is the problem with you? You are given food, this, that, this and that. And you have no care for us, what the people will say. that their ego is so much disturbed in this way, and that at the end of it, it that ego killed that person. Understand me? See, things are simple. We should see around us. I'm not giving any kind of terminology that one may say you want to uh, talk about clinical aspect from the university point of view. I'm just telling you what is human nature. So what they need, what they need, I told you, they are hyperactive, and I told you that according to DSM, this is a anxiety or such kind of thing, and it has been seen that their thyroid are not normal. One should see, and it is the doctor who should have find out what are the other bipolar system has a certain kind of chemical changes in the brain also. So certain kind of medicine are also suggested for that one. But this therapy, mean talking, is a very important. That cool a person. You should get that person into confidence. He is not accepting in his own self. He's irritated what I should do. Because but the thing is this is doing, but the mind is not controlled. It means his mind is not disciplined, not organized. Otherwise, same person with the same capacity, if it has been organized, he would be a shining star. He is shining star, no doubt. But the is it not strange? Too much intelligent and speedy thinking make a person to such a situation. How much many of us have 100,000 kind of plans, and then long plans, and this plan, that plan, and they're thinking, sitting, and their mind is overcharged, and they are exhausted. So what happened after when the mind is overcharged, overworked, then the mind is exhausted. So in the exhausted situation, the way it was on the peak with the shoot, in the same way he's a down with the same condition. So that depression is a very terrible kind of depression. It has been seen that mostly about 2.5% such kind of clients have a come from genetic point of view. Means parents may have these genes, but not in this form. But when they come and they, I may say, taken the shape as an individual one, then they have these kind of problem. So these are the biological solutions are there that we should take certain medicine which help the people in that respect. I've just noted some of those one. If somebody want to know it, I told you that therapies, meditation, yoga is very important, because when you have deep breathing, you slow down, then the blood flow comes back to the feet, and then the main is relieved from the strain. In the same way, you can use, I may say, talk therapy, and cognitive behavior therapy is also helpful. And family focused therapy is very important. And reason this why I'm saying these things, because the problem is with the family, problem is the friend, problem is the person who are is motivated, problem is the person who asking like this way, and they are mad on it. And problem is repressing of his impulses. You should be paused, you should be like angel. How is it possible? Because these are human nature. I'm not saying that one should go at like this way. Mostly these kind of it is suggested by the psychologists when they complete their I may say middle college, and they get married, because then they should have a normal kind of sexual relation, so their impulses may go down. You may have more peace in mind. But the question is this: if he is not going to change his belief system and his thinking in self-made image of his self, and he curse himself. Actually, he worked too much hard, too speedy, without thinking. I mean, he's not thinking. If you're thinking, he's a goal director, then there's no problem. But he is thinking for the sake of thinking, and when he's exhausted and the result is nothing, and the people are there to give him a bad name, then he is irritated. Then his anger is out of control, and when it is all exhausted, then he throw down himself, because nothing is left in his mind. So there are various kind of medication they have suggested for the thyroids, and I may say other various kind of this is not my field. Sometimes they give ECT also certain time, and they give certain kind of foods and certain kind of other medication to cool him, and he should be very active. Now, in the end, I will say nothing is perfect, but keep in mind my knowledge ABC, what I have. I know that the problem of human being is within its own self, because if his energy is there, it is unorganized, and he is not goal directed, and he has made higher goals than his expectation, higher goal on the hear and say of the people, and higher goal to prove that he is a number one child of the family, and he is the son of this and this person. So these are things are working in it. So nobody knows it, what is going on in the mind, because it is going in the mind. The other are busy in their own system. So all at once, when he has this shock, then he was unable to know. He thought, I hope I should get rid of this headache, this flow of thoughts, sharp thoughts, and very sheer and very fast kind of thoughts, and non-controllable. And he could not sleep because due to this reason, and long insomnia has turned him to this state. Allah may bless him peace, because he has a such kind of death. It is not an intentional death, it is unconscious death. And my great sympathies for that scholar. God may bless him peace. He is a superman, and he has this super guy. But due to not organized the system, the same energy has turned like this way. With these words, I'm sorry, I cannot give you too much data on this one. My system is continuation, that this boy is also in teenage. He may be 23. I told you the teenage starts from 13 to 19, very dangerous storm and stress period to prove something, and taking challenges. And nobody may say that, oh, you are no more baby, and you want to prove I'm very controlled, and I have a big guy, and I can prove, and I am very important person. But unfortunately, the people around him has not given him that appreciation. God may bless him peace. With these words, thank you for your patience. I'm sorry I cannot give it, because it is my quick, short, and I'm just airing it right now at 12 o'clock. Now, without any information, if I were to have a biodata, Allah has blessed me, ABC, I could have given you a lot of information on that one. Anyhow, we should pray, and uh, I have a great respect for that family who was suffering, but we should learn from this thing. We should not laugh at, because it can happen to any person. We should learn from our faults. Allah said, I'm very grateful. If you have done something wrong, come back, correct yourself, and you are my dear one. He is Wadood. He is loving. He is a Ghafoor. He is a Rahim. He is a Kareem. Malik al Quddus. So Allah will help us, inshallah. Thank you very much.
أذكركم واشكروا لي ولا تكفرون.
So remember me, I will remember you, and be grateful to me and do not deny me.
يا أيها الذين آمنوا استعينوا بالصبر والصلاة إن الله مع الصابرين.
O you who have believed, seek help through patience and prayer. Indeed, Allah is with the patient.
ولا تقولوا لمن يقتل في سبيل الله أموات بل أحياء ولكن لا تشعرون.
And do not say about those who are killed in the way of Allah, they are dead. Rather, they are alive, but you perceive it not.
ولنبلونكم بشيء من الخوف والجوع ونقص من الأموال والأنفس والثمرات وبشر الصابرين.
And we will surely test you with something of fear and hunger, and a loss of wealth and lives and fruits. But give good tidings to the patient.
الذين إذا أصابتهم مصيبة قالوا إنا لله وإنا
when disaster strikes them, say, "Indeed, we belong to Allah, and indeed to Him we will return."
أولئك عليهم صلوات من ربهم ورحمة وأولئك هم المهتدون.
Allah Akbar.
Those are the ones upon whom are blessings from their Lord and mercy, and it is those who are rightly